Dear student, now I give lecture on separation of hysteresis and eddy current losses in single phase transformer. This topic comes under tests of single phase transformers. The same experiment you have to do in the electrical machines lab 1. Okay. So now we studied about the separation of uh, core or iron losses, and because the eddy current and hysteresis loss only is the subdivision of core or iron losses in a single phase transformer. Okay, then the hysteresis and eddy current losses are the components of the iron losses. For applied flux density B maximum, that is maximum value of flux density is applied to the core, we have hysteresis loss is denoted by AF. A is the constant, F is the supply frequency, and eddy current loss, that is equal to BF squared. B is the flux density of the core, F is the supply frequency. The no load losses, that is core losses or iron losses, can be expressed as WC, that is equal to AF plus BF squared watts. Because the no load loss or core loss or iron losses, which is equal to the sum of eddy current loss and hysteresis loss. So hysteresis loss is AF, eddy current loss is BF squared. So therefore the WSC is the sum of AF plus BF squared. Unit is watts, where A and B are the constants. Therefore, we can divide F on both sides. WC divided by F is equal to A plus BF. This is the formula. Now the figure 1 and 2. That means the figure 1 shows the experimental circuit diagram for determining the WC, that is the core loss divided by frequency and frequency. Okay. Then the figure 2 shows the graph, which is a straight line when WC bar F and F are plotted along the y-axis and x-axis respectively. That means y-axis, that means we are taken WC divided by F, x-axis is frequency F only. Now you plot the graph, that graph only, the shape is a straight line. Okay, the intercept on the y-axis gives the value of constant A. The slope of the line gives the value of constant B only. From the figure 2, the hysteresis and eddy current losses can be determined at any desired frequency of for single phase transformers only. Now you see the circuit diagram. Now you see the figure 1. This is the experimental circuit for determining WC bar F and F value of the required frequency. So the required frequency may be we decided only. So at any frequency, required frequency, we have to calculate the or determine the WC bar F and F only. Okay. Now you see the circuit diagram. The input, that means alternator. We are taking the synchronous generator or alternator, the name. The why we are using the DC motor drive means the DC motor drives is used to give excitation to the alternator, star connected alternator. The another name of alternator is synchronous generator. So the synchronous generator means what? That is mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. That means mechanical energy is input, electrical energy is output. Okay, for mechanical energy purpose only, that means the motor, that is the DC motor, is coupled with the alternator. So the first DC power supply, 230 volt DC power supply, then the switch S1, that is the DPST switch, that is the double pole single throw switch, then rheostat, then okay, that is the for varying the speed, that purpose we are using the field rheostat. Then the ammeter is connected in series with the field, that is the field alternator field winding is XS. Okay, then alternator, then the alternator is a star connected stator winding. S2 is the DPST switch, and then ammeter is connected in series, okay, with the that is the which coil in series with the current coil. ML is the current coil, CV is the pressure coil. This is the wattmeter, and then single phase transformer. The output is taken across the secondary of the transformer. This is the circuit connection. So two ammeters required, one DC ammeter, one is AC ammeter, one voltmeter, one wattmeter, and then the motor drive is used to, that means driven the alternator. That means excitation is given to the alternator for that purpose. Because the field winding of the alternator is excited by the DC power supply only. Okay. Now, you can, in this case, how can we conduct the experiment means, first that means you can, with the help of DC motor drive, we can start the alternator only, and then the S1 and S2 switches are in the closed position. The alternator is started with the help of DC motor drive. Now you note down the ammeter reading A1, A2, and then wattmeter reading, and then voltmeter reading. All the readings are tabulated in the tabular column. Okay. Then we can draw the graph. Okay. So already we know the formula, WC divided by F equal to what? A plus BF only. So the y-axis WC divided by F values, and then x-axis frequency F value. So now you can mark all the points and then you draw the graph. This is the A. Okay. That is the, and then theta also. Okay. The angle between this line and this, that is equal to tan theta, that is equal to flux density B. Okay. So this is the graph. From the graph only, here I told before slide and all, that means what? The intercept on the y-axis gives the value of A, and then the slope of line gives the value of B. So now you see the diagram. In the diagram only you see the A value. The A value. This is the intersect line. Okay, the intersect line. Then only gives the constant A values. And then here, then that is the slope of the line. The slope of the line, that is the theta. That is equal to tan theta equal to B. From this end we can calculate the constant B value. Okay. So the figure 1 I told that is the variable frequency alternator only, supplies to the single phase transformer. Under the test, the alternator is driven by the DC shunt motor only, whose speed can be varied over a wide range only. I told the switches S1 and S2 are opened, then the alternator started with the help of DC shunt motor. Then the speed is adjusted to the E2 bar F, that is equal to 4.44 pi m into n only. Okay, because speed is directly proportional to voltage, inversely proportional to frequency. And then the excitation of the field coil, that is the X, which is denoted in the circuit diagram, is varied until the voltmeter on the secondary side of the transformer achieves the rated value. Now you see the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram. In this circuit diagram, you are marking X, and then X-axis the alternator field coil. This coil, that means the excitation of this coil is varied until the voltmeter, that is the V, that is E2 represented. Okay, that is connected across the secondary until the voltmeter reaches the rated value. Then we can stop the excitation. Up to this we can give, that means the excitation of the field coil is varied until the voltmeter on the secondary side of the transformer achieve the rated value. Now the E2 which is taken from the voltmeter B, which is connected on the secondary side of the transformer. So therefore the E2 is the transformer EMF on the secondary, that is E2 equal to 4.44 pi m F into N. Okay, then E2 divided by F is equal to 4.44 pi m into N only. Okay, now for constant E2 divided by F, the flux density in the transformers remains constant. So to achieve this, the frequency of the alternator EMF is varied so that E2 bar F remains constant. The necessary frequency F can be adjusted to vary the EMF on the secondary side of the transformer so that E2 by F is kept constant only. For the different values of frequencies above and below the rated value, the reading of the wattmeter is noted. Okay, now we drawn the graph between WC bar F and F parameter, and then we can get the values of constant A and B. Once again I recall, the straight line gives only the intercept of the line only gives the value of constant A, and then the slope of that line gives the value of constant B. Okay, after getting the value of A and B, we are getting the hysteresis and the eddy current losses obtained. That means formula is there, no, WC divided by F is equal to A plus B F only in this case, and then after that hysteresis losses AF, eddy current the losses, that means BF squared. We already know the frequency. Now we calculate the value of constant A and B. These values you can substitute in this hysteresis loss and the eddy current loss formula. Finally, we are getting the value of hysteresis loss and the eddy current loss is obtained. Okay, so this is the experimental which is used to separation of hysteresis loss and eddy current loss from the core losses or iron losses or no load losses in a single phase transformer. Thank you students for watching this video.